going on, world? Soleful MIke, back at it again, Just for Kicks project with the homie Greg. Sneakdiss podcast here.
Yes.
What's going on, Greg? Chilling?
Yes. Chilling, of course.
Oh, appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you.
Always.
All love. All love.
He's the homies.
So look, we're going to get the generic questions out the way first before we get to the fun stuff. For starters, favorite sneaker all time?
Favorite sneaker all time to me, New Balance 999 Kennedy. Concepts collaboration. It's one of the cleanest, it's one of the dopest, it's one of the like upper echelon New Balances to me as far as materials, colorways, everything. When you come to concepts and collaborations, they always clean, always dope. And it's one of those sneakers that I said like it's underrated as far as the year when it came out. We talked about this a little earlier, 2011. That was a major year when you guys talk about Nike basketball. A major year. Arguably the best year you could argue with sneakers. So to me, that was one of the ones that, you know, stood out the most, but had the most low key as far as all the other stuff that came out that year. So
fire release. Is that your grill?
I don't know. I would probably say my grill is Jordan 6.
Which one?
Black Infrared.
Okay.
And that's only because that was a sneaker that I remember when I was younger when it came out. So I remember that year when he was wearing them, we were watching Lakers Bulls finals. We lived in LA. We always rooted for the Lakers. But for some reason, my dad was sitting on my dad's lap in the recliner. We had this brown recliner we never got rid of. I remember sitting on his lap, and we always root for the Lakers. But my dad was just like, who is this Michael Jordan cat? Couldn't believe it. And I'm sitting here like, yo, we rooting for the Lakers, but this cat is amazing. I remember the shoe came out. I think it was like, for my size back then, like $69 or something, maybe. My dad was like, oh, I'm getting you those. I remember my mom and dad fighting in our apartment, Inglewood, California, about buying those sneakers for me. She would say that's way too much for a kid. He didn't care. My dad bought them for me anyway. So that's why that's my favorite sneaker of all time. That's my girl.
Did you cop it when they came back out this year?
When they came back out this year. Well, so when they released that one year and didn't have the Nike in the back and the infrared was a little off, I bought 6 pairs.
Woo.
So I was like,
6 pairs?
I need 6 pairs. I do. That's why I'm in trouble with my wife all the time about sneakers. So I bought 6 pairs of those, and then I was like, why am I doing this? Because I know they're going to finally release it correctly. Yeah. And then, of course, they did. I sold all 6 of those, and then I bought 2 of these.
Gotcha. All right, that's a better balance.
Right.
That's a better balance.
I get smarter as I get older.
There you go. See, wiser with age. That's all it is. Okay, this one's a little difficult. Worst sneaker to you all time?
Worst sneaker to me all time is Dorenbecher 13. I appreciate what Nike does with the Dorenbecher program at the hospital. This is nothing against the child who chose this stuff, but it's the absolute tackiest sneaker ever created. There is no reason for any of those colors to be a combination. There's no reason for any pattern to be on this shoe. I don't care what it is. And no adult male should walk around wearing this. To me, period. That sneaker is awful. It's all patent leather.
It is. It's too much. It's too much.
Just think about this right now has me low key. There's a few others I can think of.
What else you got?
Anything that says Don C on it, I don't care if it is fire.
So you don't like the quilted twos? You like those?
I do. Those are fire.
It's just that he's attached to it, so it's a dub.
Look, no disrespect to Don C. I think Don C gets way more credit than he deserves as far as being a designer. Putting colorways on something already created isn't designer. Virgil Abloh off-white stuff, it's more design and stuff, which I talked about when I was in your episode. I said that the off-white collection is the greatest collaboration project of all time because he took 10 sneakers, and one of the sneakers was a Jordan 1, which you have to have the audacity to deconstruct. Do I think it's all overrated? Of course I do. But come on, it's fire. That's real design to me. I haven't seen a Don C designed sneaker. Ever. Right. So he can throw all the colorways he wants on the Jordan, all the colorways he wants on the Converse weapon. It doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Mitchell Ness jersey.
If you could collab with any company, what company are you choosing to collab with?
I mean, as far as big brands?
Yep.
I'd obviously go with Nike. I would love to say...
You get full creative control, all of that.
Actually, you know what? Let me go back then. I say Reebok.
Reebok, okay.
Growing up, I bought more Reeboks than anything.
Okay.
Like, I did have Nikes, I did have Jordans, I did have all of that. But Reeboks, to me, is one of the most underrated brands of all time.
Yes.
We're talking about Kamikaze 2s, Kamikaze 1s, Sean Kemp Aftershocks, Questions.
Shack Attacks.
We're talking about Answer 1s. We're talking about Shack Attacks, Herman Moore's, Ice Picks, Shagnosis. I could go on and on and on. A lot of people don't realize, I think 3M came out first on Reeboks. I think. I could be wrong about that. But creative control means that I get to go back and take something out of the vault and do it again. I would probably pick a Kamikaze 2.
Okay.
I would, only because I feel like it reminds me of the Jordan 6, the model, the cut, the point on the toe. I would rearrange some stuff.
All right.
The Kamikaze 2 is super basic because it's like when you were a kid and you drew sneakers. You drew a zigzag.
Zigzag, yeah.
I tell everybody all the time, I'm older. I'm 36, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The way you knew a new sneaker was dropping was you watched the NBA.
That's right.
When you saw zigzags on the court, yo, what are those joints? You saw the smooth. What is that?
Uh-huh.
When Jordan came out in the playoffs, fam, he got black and red, something on. There was no blogs.
Yep. You had to just watch and see.
You had to watch and see. You knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. Every Sports Illustrated had a Nike ad in it with a phone number sometimes.
Yep.
Sometimes you call a store and the store will say, yeah, we have a paper and it says Jordans, but we don't know what it is. That's how you knew. You go, you buy.
Yeah, was that working?
And you got to try it on.
Yeah.
You can't try nothing on now.
Can't try nothing on to see how it fits.
You have to just buy it.
Like, even being fooled by certain pictures, something will look fire on a computer. And then you see it in person, it's like,
oh, I talk about that all the time. Everyone talks about it. Kith has the greatest pictures of all time.
The best filters.
You buy some off Kith, you look on the website, it's fire. You get it in the mail, you be like, oh, this joint is trash.
I gotta get rid of this. I don't want this.
And they don't let you return it.
Yeah, so, I'm with you.
Right.
All right, we're gonna get to the fun stuff. You know me, conspiracy theories to a degree. I feel my stuff is fact-based, but
I got my own conspiracies too. Oh. I think if you sign with Jordan Brand, you curse forever. So
I'm not mad at that. I'm not. So wait, so Jason Tatum gonna be trash now?
Jason Tatum is gonna be trash now. He is. Sorry.
That hurts.
It's gonna happen.
I like Jason Tatum. I like him too.
He was trash last year.
He was really whack last year.
He was fire.
I think that's because of Kyrie though.
It's debatable. I think they put a lot of work into Kyrie.
Kyrie messes up a lot, but that's not for this. All right, number one. I think I've told you this one before. Kwame Brown is Michael Jordan's illegitimate child.
Okay. Now you watch. All right.
Listen, Michael Jordan, when that year he broke his foot, rehabbed in South Carolina. Kwame Brown is born a year later in South Carolina. You ever seen them next to each other?
All right.
No one was taking Kwame Brown number one overall. Nobody.
No. Somebody is taking Kwame Brown overall. You know what it is? The person on earth with the biggest ego. Okay? Michael Jordan is one of those human beings that feels like he could just look at something and think it's fire or it's gold.
Bro, that was back child support. And he got him the contract for back child support.
Now, if that came out, I wouldn't be shocked.
I just found out that Karl Malone had a son. I didn't know that. That played in the NFL.
I'm going to tell you something. When I saw that...
You saw it too?
Now look, Karl Malone's always been a scoundrel to me.
But she was 12. Look, man. Shorty he got pregnant was 12.
That was a wild thing to read. I was like, yo, Karl Malone lived a different life.
Why does no one talk about this?
Bruh. He's had quite a few kids that he didn't take care of.
Yeah, like he's a foul individual. Not for nothing.
You know, hey man, things happen. Who am I?
Number two, Stevie Wonder is no longer blind. I believe he was blind. He is no longer blind.
That's what you're talking about, man. You see Stevie Wonder shoot that free throw?
Yeah, he missed on purpose.
Nah.
Yo, that joint was online, wasn't it?
Let me tell you something. It'd be the greatest comeback of all time if Stevie Wonder came back and said, yo, I'm no longer blind.
There you go.
But he hasn't done it.
I'm telling you, all the money he got in stem cell research, this man was driving Oprah around in the parking lot.
Okay, first of all, he was driving in the most empty parking lot of all time.
What blind person do you know drives?
I think he was driving on like an airfield base. It was so empty. I was like,
hey,
he was just going in a circle. He was in.
What blind person is driving?
He was driving a Phantom, I think.
With his head out the window, like that thing was wild. He knew what he was doing. He was at Kobe's last game.
No, he had to be there for the feelings. He wanted to be for the sound effects.
Come on, man.
He was there for the sound effects.
That's too much going on. All right.
You gotta tell him what he heard.
Number three, dinosaurs did not exist. Dinosaurs are fake, they're made up.
Let me tell you something. As I get older, all the stuff that we learned back in the day, I start to question. Me and my wife had a conversation about, did we actually go to the moon? I'm gonna tell you, I still think I believe it. Mm-hmm. But as time goes on, because I remember when Area 51 was like this urban legend, and then it was like, okay, fam, we got it.
Yeah, it's real.
If somebody said, if it was proven that we have bones and we have all this stuff, they say, cool. I'm not gonna say they didn't exist, but it wouldn't be shocking if they didn't. Like, I'm sorry. There's a lot of things as we get older, you start to like
You question
stuff. Like, and it sucks that it's like that. Like, everything you're raised on, you start to question. I was raised in the church, and even nowadays, I'm like,
some of that stuff.
No.
Like, come on.
I believe in my faith and do it, but some of them like,
yeah. I'm with you. Listen, I'm with you 1,000%.
Dinosaurs is one of the things, like, I look at like space now as almost fiction because I know it's there. I know space is there, but I ain't going.
Going. Exactly.
And I feel like America's too arrogant to not go back to the moon
and figure something out and put civilizations up there already.
Let me tell you, some Americans are way too arrogant to be like, we went once about 50 years ago. We don't need to go back.
Yep.
So, no.
I'm with you. All right, this is my last one. This is my latest one. Helen Keller didn't do shit. All right, Helen Keller had someone with her that actually gave all them quotes, that went to Harvard and learned. She didn't do a goddamn thing.
That's something that we'll probably never ever find out because people have Helen
They will
Keller.
ride to that to the
They'll
death.
ride with
Yes, exactly.
There are certain things that like a large group of people will never live around. Like, I mean, going to the moon is like one of those things.
Yep.
They don't care if they believe it or not, but they'll ride.
They'll ride for it.
And I respect people that will forever ride for it. But like, if it gets proven wrong, they gotta have the same energy and come back and say, "Oh,
I was wrong."
So, but I'm gonna tell you something. You might be wrong.
Blind, deaf, and can't speak, but she got all these motivational quotes.
There's like certain things. Like there are certain things where like I'm like, okay. Like,
no,
she's the greatest human of all time. She couldn't do
like,
nothing. Like,
what is she doing?
I feel like, not to be disrespectful, I feel like people like that get chosen. It's like, why did you choose her? Like,
of all people.
Yeah, like, you didn't even make it believable. Like, she almost, she almost can't do much.
Exactly.
But, like, she's up here, like, I mean, there's
she gets stamps and
everything.
But she didn't, there's no way. It was funny, because one of my kids was the one who brought it up to me. He was like, Mr. Mike, did this lady really do all of this? And I was like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I said, I don't think so. I'm like, the more I listened to this, I was like, this don't sound right to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right. I'm like, why are we teaching this to kids?
And there's no way to prove it. There's like, well,
we just gotta take it as facts.
We gotta take it as fact. We gotta respect it and move on.
That's all I gotta say.
Hey,
what do you think? Am I 2 for 3, 2 for 4? What I'm looking like percentage wise?
It's about 50-50.
50-50?
I'm a little 50-50. The whole dinosaur thing, I'm 50-50 on.
Okay.
And then the whole Michael Jordan. Oh, then you definitely. Oh,
I'm telling you.
You missed that one.
I'm telling you, man.
That was somebody who thought they were smarter than everybody else.
Have you ever seen them side by side?
I mean, I don't know. I can't tell the last time I seen a Kwame Brown.
I want to show you a picture side by side.
The thing is, now when I'm thinking about Kwame Brown's face, he do kind of favor Jordan a tad bit, but I just don't believe it.
A lot of the dates match.
Here's the thing: even if that was true, he didn't have to draft him number 1 because it wasn't like
what other pick he had. This don't look like Michael Jordan, man.
I mean,
that's Michael Jordan.
Man, he kind of look like a little bit of everybody. He kind of look like Antonio Brown.
This is Michael Jordan right here.
That was the case of somebody thought they were smarter than everybody else.
That back child support, man.
Well, he'd have to pay back child support by drafting number 1. He could have traded somebody and got a pick in the second round and got Kwame. Look, although Kwame Brown was highly revered in college.
Yeah, in high school. I came out of high school. Greg, appreciate you pulling up for Just for Kicks.
Of course.
Where can they find you? Podcast, all that?
At the Sneakdiss, Sneaker Podcast.
Yes.
Some underscore somewhere. Just search it.
Just search it on IG.
It sucks when like someone says like, "Yo, what's this stuff?" And then when you gotta say your stuff out loud, you realize how dumb it is.
Yes.
You'd be like, THA underscore @ question mark / You'd be like, man, this shit
do all of that.
Right.
I know.
What is that distinct? Just find it. Google search it. You'll find it anywhere.
Super dope podcast.
Super dope. 3 years going.
Yes.
At the 4.
Yes.
So, Mike and Soul Searching Podcast have been on 3 times.
Yep.
I've been on there 1 time on the phone. So, hopefully we get to New York and do something there.
You already know.
Do something major, have some fun.
That's gonna be super dope.
I wish, like I said, I'm glad you guys came to Arizona.
Yeah. Next time we will come down on a weekend.
Yeah, no, I tried. I was like, I'm taking off. I was like, I take off work, but I got to do interviews.
Use this stuff.
Anyway,
change everything up.
That's a different topic, though. So
Appreciate you for real.
Of course, man.
All love.